I'm going to let you guys ask some questions. So who wants to go first? I'm going to have to bring you the microphone. All right. So what's your name?
Phil.
All right. Phil, what do you have for Randy?
When are y'all still touring, or are y'all just doing local, or?
He's kind of doing a solo tour now, right?
Yeah, I hadn't. Alabama did a farewell tour. I forget when it ended, but I know the city it ended in was. I forgot the city now. But it was in North Dakota, I believe, or North Dakota. And I took about a little over about 14 months. I didn't really do anything musically because that's what I wanted to do for some time. And then I started this project really because and some of the research we'd done at St. Jude, people in our format had forgotten or didn't know who Danny Thomas was. And it was really concerning for me because I got to thinking about what have I done personally for this format as far as going in the studio and recording a new song for country radio. And so I talked to my management about that, and we got together with John Rich, who's worked with the same management company that we do and is a great producer. And so I started the project. I did about 5 tunes that I'd written and co-wrote with John and some other writers. And then I really wasn't still sure what I should do. So I asked Barbara to put me on like 10 or 12 concerts out with just me and my band out all over, in Canada, big shows, little shows, small shows. And when I came back from doing those 12 or 14 concerts, I was totally convinced then that the public wanted to see me out playing. And so then I came back in with renewed interest in finishing up the project. And so, yeah, that's all I've done is, play shows since then and do things like this. Because it's been a long time since I've actually been in a radio station to talk to people. And it's really refreshing and it's fun to do this.
Are there any familiar faces in your band that you had out on the road with you with Alabama?
It depends on who you are, I guess.
Okay, well, do you have any of your old band members like Larry or any of those guys?
If you see Nashville Star, Megan Mullins, she's plays fiddle and sings. She's an incredible talent, just waiting to bloom into
She played Barbecue
superstar.
Festival a couple of years ago.
And then, of course, everybody's heard of Wade Hayes. I think he's had some
Wade in your band?
Yeah, he's the guitar player.
Tell him I love him.
Well, everybody does. I love him, too. And then if you saw the other TV show called America's Favorite Band, well, some guys from the band that finished second, they're in the group, too. So
cool.
They're awesome.
So you're kind of helping younger talent as well as,
Well, I hope I can.
Yeah.
That depends on the success of this project, and I'm hoping it works out because these are really nice kids and nice people, and I know the sacrifices they made to get to Canada for our last show was amazing, and everybody had a can of Red Bull in front of them.
Trying to make it. Any other questions? Okay, Bonnie.
Out of all the awards you've won, what's your most memorable?
Oh, well, that's all the awards. I really
that is a rough problem to have.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I guess is it musical awards? Is it personal awards? Humanitarian awards? And there's just a lot of. Let's just say I've been very fortunate, but I've also taken this job very serious. I was watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame ceremonies the other day, and Art Monk said something which just really rang true to me. He said, you put me in the Hall of Fame, and I know what to do with it.
Wow.
And in other words, he knew to take that success and that fame or whatever and had to create and do things for his fellow man and make a difference in the world. And that's the thing that I look at with awards, is it gives you the credibility Obviously for me, just the personal thing, as far as the group Alabama, it'd be the Hall of Fame. That would be, that's be pretty simple. That's the ultimate prize. But being able to, like I said, when I heard Art Monk say that, I thought, man, that sounds, I couldn't have said it better about my own personal feelings. Thank you for putting me in the Hall of Fame, but I'm not just going to be a guy that's in the Hall of Fame. I know what to do with this. I know how to help, do things. And I think along with success comes a certain amount of responsibility to your fellow man, and that's I think it's really, really important. And if we all kind of took that to heart with our success, however, even if it's small compared to others, then I think that we could really create a lot of goodwill. And I know I have this saying, every day when I get up, I'm looking for my angel today. And that means to me something that happened to me a few years ago. I get out sometimes on my lawnmower and mow grass, and because it's total peaceful except for the noise of the lawnmower. Nobody can talk to you, and a lot of people stopped and they wanted autographs and things like that and take pictures, with me all messed up, and that's okay. And it was, but after a while it got irritating. And I'd just be the first to say I was kind of tired of it. And this guy pulled up and he said, how about, I want you to meet my son. And so I said, okay. No, he said, what about an autograph from my son? And so it was kind of irritating. But then he turns the van around and then out comes this chair. And so then I feel about, a half-inch tall. And so that really changed my thinking a lot about, no matter how tired I am or whatever, how bad I look, that to people, how tired you are when you get off the bus or whatever, that to that day, with that kid, how he loved me and how much it meant to him for me to take a picture with him and everything. And every day that I get up just about it, or sometimes during that day, and to me, it's just something as simple as I was in Nashville yesterday, believe it or not, and I was having breakfast, and this older lady was having coffee, and she had juice in her hand, and she was trying to get something else, and it was obvious she was just fixing to drop it. So I just reached over and got the glass, and she was like, "Oh, that is so nice, and thank you so much." Well, that was just something, an impulse automatically that I thought, well, okay, one angel today. That was kind of the way that I approach life.
Can we quote you on that? I'm going to use that. I'll quote you, though. I'll give you credit.
You can quote, yeah, that's true.